Hey, what's up, guys? Andrew Santowski. It's another Saturday and another day for UFC fight predictions. This time it's UFC Fight Night, Holm versus Vieira, and this fight starts early today. I like when they start early. 4 p.m. start time. Goes down today, Saturday, May 21st, 2022. Holly Holm versus Ketlin Vieira, UFC Apex, Las Vegas, Nevada. So I'm going to give you my fight predictions, guys. Start from the first fight of the night. Elise Reed against Sam Hughes. I like both these women here, man. I'm really impressed. I was on Elise Reed in her last fight in London back in March, where she beat Courtney McKenna. She definitely deserved that decision. Don't know how it was a split. I thought she clearly won the fight. She hurt McKenna several times. Sam Hughes, she's a gamer, man. She's going to bring it to Elise Reed. She beat Estela Nunes, but I think she's looked decent in some of her fights, man. Look at some of the people that she's fought compared to Reed. She's fought Torres, Luma Lukbune, Luana Pinheiro, who's dating Nicolau. So, I mean, she's fought some good girls, man. And what's impressed me is how active she has stayed. And I'm going to side with Hughes here, man. I can see this being a real hairy decision. We're looking at the betting odds, and we're seeing Elise Reed currently at minus 145 over Hughes. It's kind of hard. I don't know how you can lay that price, man, unless you really think Reed has such a definitive edge that she's going to win the fight. But I don't bet on favorites anyhow. But like I said, my pick will be Hughes to pull off a decision win here. But, man, I'm not going to be mad if either girl wins. Chase Hooper against Felipe Colares. Colares, he's moving up here. He was a bantamweight fighter. I remember him most for his loss to Montel Jackson, where he took a significant amount of damage, but he almost stole the fight in the third round or something, I remember. But he doesn't fight much. He's moving up to featherweight here against Chase Hooper. Chase Hooper, obviously, the guy's pretty big for featherweight. Doesn't really have much muscle, but his frame is huge for the division. I'm going to side with Hooper here. I don't know. I feel like they're almost trying to build Chase Hooper up here, and Clara's moving up, might benefit him, might not. I'm gonna side with Hooper here. No real confidence, but I feel like the UFC has more stock in Hooper than they do Clara's. Jonathan Martinez against Vince Morales, and I'm gonna side with Morales here. He's the underdog, quietly on a 2-fight win streak. Let's see how I fared against the guy. I went with Smolka against him. I feel really shitty about that because we've seen Smolka kind of exposed. But yeah, I'm gonna side with Morales here, man. I'm not really too high on either of these guys. Jonathan Martinez, he's been hit and miss in the UFC. He might be putting it together where he's training at now. But for a while, it didn't seem like he really had it together, But I'm going to side with Morales here, but I can see this being a real fun, action-packed fight. Now, Omar Morales against Uros Medic. And I see a lot of people disrespecting Medic here because he fought on that Alaskan, the AFC scene. Prior to the UFC, lost to Jalen Turner, and I don't really think there's no shame in that, man. I mean, he came out. I mean, Jalen Turner is a specimen at 155, man. That guy, he's going to be a top 15 fighter, man, for sure. Even Michael Bisping has commented on him. Michael Bisping used to use Jalen Turner in his camp preparation for fights. That's how big Jalen Turner is, and he's fighting at lightweight. So, Uros Medic, he's getting a lot of disrespect here. Maybe, okay, Omar Morales, he's moving back from featherweight to lightweight. Maybe he's over the hill, man. We're going to find out in this fight, but I'm going to take Medic here. Medic. I think Uros Medic is, he's an underdog odds. Maybe he is a first-round fighter. We're going to find out. I'm going to take Medic here by first-round knockout. Parker Porter against Jalton Almeida. Kind of confused with this fight, man. Why is Almeida stepping up to heavyweight to fight Parker Porter? It just doesn't make sense, man. Dude, stay at 205. You're coming off a nice win over a BJJ guy and Danilo Marquez. So why don't you just stay at light heavyweight? I don't know. Maybe it's a short notice fight. Maybe he just wants to keep some income coming in. But, he's fighting a massive heavyweight here in Parker Porter. And this fight might play out where there's divisions for a reason. And Parker Porter's a big boy. Trains with the New England Cartel. He's quietly on a 3-fight win streak. I'm going to side with Parker Porter here, man. If Parker Porter can avoid the takedowns, Jolton Almeida might get exposed as a first-round type fighter. This guy's going to use, Almeida's going to use all his energy in the first round, especially to try to take down Parker Porter. Might pay dividends for him, might backfire on him. I'm going to side with Parker Porter here by second round TKO. Eric Anders against Jun Young Park. I'm going to side with Park here by decision, man. Anders, man, he kind of, I had a lot more faith in this guy years ago, but he's just been hit and miss, man. I mean, I'll never forget he retired Rafael Natal. Man, that was 5 years ago, man. It's so crazy how time flies, the sport flies by, everything, man. And this guy, you know, this guy's headlined cards before, man. He headlined against with Thiago Santos. He headlined with Lyoto Machida, I believe. So this guy's headlined cards, man. I think he had a lot more hype back then. Now he's just kind of just playing out to a middle level gatekeeper. No shame in losing to Andre Muniz. I don't think he's ever been subbed before, so that was kind of a shock. Yeah, I don't think he's ever been subbed before, so that was kind of a shock. But I mean, Muniz subbed Jacare Souza, you know, so I'm going to side with Park here, man. I just think he's the more active fighter. But, hey, maybe Anders comes out and beats him here. But I'm going to side with Park here by decision. Pauliana Viana against Tabitha Ricci. A lot of people are on Ricci. I'm going to side with Ricci as well. She's at a severe reach disadvantage here. But, man, look, I mean, she's fighting at strawweight, dude. She fought Magnon Fiora a weight class up. Took an absolute beating in that fight. Viana, yeah, she's got to be worried of that armbar, that first round submission. But if, you know, this fight goes outside the first round, Ricci might control. Might, you know, just pick up a decision win here. And I'm going to say with Ricci here, man. But we'll see, man. It's, you know, it might be sub or bust for Viana here. Cheating Njokuani against Dusko Todorovic. Yeah, Todorovic might be the more well-rounded fighter, but I think the UFC kind of does want to build up Njokuani. Njokuani definitely has power. I think Dusko is very chinny. And I'm going to side with Chidi here by first round knockout. But, hey, if this fight does go outside the first and Dusko's chin does hold in there, then I could see Dusko just being the more active fighter. But I'm going to side with Chidi here, man. I don't think the UFC is too high on Dusko anymore. Santiago Ponzinibbio against Michel Pereira. Man, this is an interesting fight. Pereira, I don't think he's a top 10 welterweight, man. I think the guy's really just kind of squeaking out these wins here. I like Ponzinibbio. Maybe Ponzinibbio is not as active as he was prior to his injury and all that. But, I mean, you're going to have to walk through fire to get through Ponzinibbio, man. I mean, Ponzinibbio is going to walk you down. Pereira might be, you know, darting in and out with his strikes and backpedaling and, you know, all that stuff. Maybe that's enough to get him a win here, but I'm going to go with Ponzinibbio. Maybe Ponzinibbio is just too slow, not active enough, but, hey, we're going to find out. I'm going to side with Ponzinibbio here. Darted Ponzinibbio before. You know, let me take a quick look at Ponzinibbio's, my betting record, or my prediction record with Ponzinibbio. I was on Neil. I was on Ponzinibbio against Baeza. I was on him against Lee. That was wrong. So, wow, I've kind of predicted this guy kind of right the last couple times. But I'm going to say on Ponzinibbio here. Pereira getting a lot of love. Ponzinibbio is getting some love, too, from some shark guys. I'm going to be on Ponzinibbio. Holm against Vieira. You know, Holly hasn't fought since 2020. And embarrassingly enough, I was on Aldana on that fight, and Aldana looked like absolute garbage. Holly Holm definitely shocked me. I'm not going to doubt her again until she's over the hill. She's 40 years old, still relatively young. She doesn't fight much, 2-fight win streak. She's fighting very smart, man. Not taking a lot of damage. I was on Aldana in that fight. How embarrassing. Kelvin Vieira. I picked her against Tate. That was right. picked when this guy against her. So I've been right with some of her picks too. I'm gonna side with Holm here. Maybe Holm is over the hill. Maybe this 2-year layoff, or this near 2-year layoff has done it for her. I wasn't really that impressed with Vieira against Tate. We know Tate doesn't have any striking. But, you know, what's funny is the betting line really hasn't moved for all the people that love Holly Holm. This betting line has kind of stayed around minus 225 all week. So, I'm going to side with Holly Holm here. It's probably going to be a lackluster main event. But, hey, who knows? Maybe Vieira hurts her or steals 3 out of 5 rounds. I don't know. But I'm going to side with Holm here. I don't have any bets for this card, guys. This is, you know, if you have any bets for this card, you know, God bless you. God help you. A lot of these fights are pick-ems for a reason. And I will not be surprised in the outcome with a lot of these fights. Oh, I skipped a fight, guys. Joseph Holmes against Elena Lewandowski. I was originally on Holmes. I'm going to take Elena Lewandowski by first-round knockout. Don't know what to expect from either of these guys. Lewandowski's been off for almost 3 years. He was training with Chimaev, though, at one point. Holmes, he lost to Jamie Pickett in his last fight. Been the more active fighter. I'm going to go with Lewandowski and will not be surprised either way. Quick rundown on my picks, guys. Holly Holm, Ponzinibbio, Njokuani, Ricci. I'm going with Park. I'm not going with Anders. I don't know why that's showing. Let me change this real quick, guys. Don't want Anders in that. I don't know why that was showing. Okay, so we'll go back real quick. All right, there we go. So quick rundown, guys. Holm, Ponzinibbio, Njokuani, Ricci, Park, Lewandowski, Porter, Medic, Morales, Vince Morales, Chase Hooper, and Sam Hughes are my picks for today, guys. No bets. Like I said, I don't know how anybody can be super confident in any of these bets today, man. It seems like a good way to lose money to me. My next UFC bet will be at UFC 275, June 11th. But like I said, guys, enjoy the fights. It's kind of a decent fight card, man. I've gotten more excited as the week is going on.